wait a minute. I got two questions. One, which is you said you had gained 1 million followers, right, that year.
Mm-hmm.
When do you think the comedy club started saying, okay, he can headline? How many followers did you have? They didn't.
They didn't. Too many niggas burnt the bridge. I had to open the bridge back up. Nobody talks about that either.
Talk about it.
Nobody talks about that. The bridge was burnt. Social media guys came out, bombed, and then Yelp came out.
Ooh.
And yeah, and you know, if the people don't have a good time, they will Yelp review it up. These comedy clubs was taking it on the chin. They were selling out and getting hundreds of bad Yelp reviews because of it. And then so when I had 1 million followers, I was like, yo, I'm trying to go into the clubs. The clubs was like, we don't care how many followers you got. We sure you could sell tickets. We've seen plenty of guys sell tickets. That doesn't matter. It wasn't until even though I blew up on social media, I got in because of my stand-up chops. How crazy is that? And then once I felt like I opened the door for that, me and Country Wayne helped open the door for that. And then other people without chops was able to come back in.
Yeah, man. Because that's not the case anymore. They definitely about social media followers now. Because I did a show in DC. I was supposed to do the main room. They had an Instagram dude was booked for the smaller room. Of course, he's selling way more tickets because he got 1 million followers or whatever. So they moved him up to the main room, moved me down to the smaller room. I respect that. He was selling more tickets. But he was bombing so hard, people was hearing my laughter downstairs. His fans started coming down to my show. Like, nigga, straight up, no lie, bro. They're like, we hear laughter. They're like, we hear laughter. It ain't coming from this nigga. We finna go downstairs and see where the laughter coming from. And and my shows were packed based off this nigga bombing. You know, I ain't getting none of that money, but it still made me look good. You know,
yeah, but that's what I mean by respecting the craft. You done had these people spend $25 a piece. They filled up this room with 250 people to all hate that night.
Right,
you know what I mean?
They hated that nigga that night.
Yeah. When those 250 people could have learned who Justin Hires was.
Right. Straight up.
That's what these clubs have to realize. These clubs have to realize, because they've been in the game for so long, you know, they realize people come and go. But it would be in their best interest to try to find the people who will work forever, to try to find the next Legendz. Because if we're the next Legendz and you did right by us on the way up, we're going to do right by you whenever we get up. Like, it doesn't, a lot of the clubs, like, once you reach a certain amount of popularity, it don't even do you no good to do clubs. You can just four-wall a theater or something like that and get your money and leave.
That's what I had George Wallace on, and he was saying that's what he did for his casino show.
Yeah.
Everybody thought it was a residency that, you know, he was working for the club. He four-walled that for 10 years getting that bread.
Yeah, you can just four-wall it. And really, so I'd really come back to the clubs only because y'all did right by me.
Right.
You know what I mean? And once y'all stop doing right by me, which, you know.
Hey, explain four-walling for people that don't know what it is.
All right. Four-walling, all right, let's say you have a following on social media, right? You can come in, you can go do a comedy club, which will legitimize you in the eyes of people who care about that type of thing, where they'll come in and say, hey, you know, we'll guarantee you, let's say, $300. We'll give you $300 to do the show here, but we have these expenses. We're selling your tickets at $25 a piece. We have these expenses to keep our lights on. After we get past that amount in expenses for like to pay our staff, the lights and all of that, we'll split all profits 30-70. You know, and you get 70% of the door after expenses.
Right.
Which is cool. Some people, depending on your selling power, you can get 90%.
Right. Yeah.
If you Kevin Hart, you can get 100% and the parking.
Right. Damn, and the parking.
Yeah, they want Kev in their club by any means. They'll take just saying that you had Kevin Hart at your club will get other people to come to your club weeks after.
Straight up.
That. You know what I mean? So that's a residual effect. You don't mind taking a loss on Kevin Hart coming to your club.
Have you ever had a club stiff you on money?
They all do. Guaranteed. Look, I could fill the room up with people wearing "Who the hell is Ryan Davis" shirts. And they're going, I'm glad I paid this money to come see you. Every last person stay at meet and greet. And then when you go break up the money at the end of the night, they'll be like, we had 20 comps. Who did you comp that had a shirt of mine already? And how did you know them? Why would you comp them if they're obviously a fan?
Listen, nigger, we got it under control. We know what we're doing.
I've sold out whole weekends and been like, yeah, we comped like 20 people at each show, man. It was like 100 tickets. So think about this: 100 tickets at $25 a piece. If I'm getting 80%, they just fucked me out of $2,000.
Damn.
So, yeah. So that's how it gets bad like that. But you know when you don't have those issues? When you're four wall. And what do you mean by four wall is you go into a city, you look up performance places, and you pay to rent it out. You pay whatever it takes to rent it out. That's your stuff up front. That's all your expenses up front. They'll provide the sound, or if you have your own sound, that's great. They provide lights, seating, all that stuff. And you go in and you get 100% of the door.
Is that what Kev on stage do?
A lot of people do. Kev didn't do it when he was doing the church run.
Okay.
But four-walling, when you four-walling, we talking a lot of responsibility unless you really got the bread to do it. You know what I mean?
Right.
If you got the money to do it, or let's say just you playing that venue looks good on the establishment, they'll make sure you have a good show.
Right.
But if you're virtually unknown, sound check, all that shit is on you. All that shit, everything, getting tickets, the way people are seated, if there's customer complaints, all that shit is on you.
Damn. Yeah. That's a lot of work.
When you four-walling, you need a team.
Hey, are you at a place now where you feel like the industry is starting to knock on your door more?
Yeah, for sure. They knock on my door more. I think they just don't know where to place me. Unfortunately for me, I don't fit a place to put a guy. I think the best case scenario is if I came in and I was just like Faison Love.
Right.
They could have just phased him out and stuck me in everything that they would usually put him in, and I could play that for the next 20 years. But I don't necessarily fit into that. So I think they just don't know where to place me because I don't have the look of a lead, but I'm somebody who garners audience, but I'm not charismatic or energetic like they would want and how they love us to be.
Right. What you mean by that? Now what you talking about, Ryan?
Yeah, so you can do that. So I suck at charismatic, bro.
But that's the funny thing about you because you have a chill, laid back persona, but talking to you do come across like you feel with energy though.
Isn't it crazy, right? I don't know how I'm getting this to work. I wish I could be like, yeah, man, I study hours and practice hours in the mirror to be able. I think I'm so lazy and not wanting to work out so much that I was like, before I move to give you energy, I'll learn how to give you energy with my voice and eyes.
Hey, that's a whole nother level of lazy. Goddamn.
Yeah, I don't think I'm that good. I think I'm that lazy. For real. It's just but you have to learn because with stand-up, you got to make a show. It's a show. It's a performance.
Nah, as I was writing down talent. I'm gonna tell you what I told somebody a long time ago, because you said you don't have the typical leading man look.
Yeah.
I was doing the CBS Diversity Showcase in 2011. So it's me, Tiffany Haddish, London Brown, that's on Ballers, Hassan Minaj, who had a show. All of us, and anybody that don't know what the CBS Diversity Showcase is, basically an industry night for execs to come see and agents to come see, like, who's the hot new comics and talent in LA, right? So we all, and it's like basically you're doing sketches for industry folks. It's not televised. It's just purely. And when we first started the process, after we auditioned and got into the troupe, they was like, Justin, you're gonna be the best friend. You're gonna be the best friend. You don't, you like, you're cute and all of that stuff. Yeah, I don't really see you as a leading man. I said, your talent makes you a leading man.
Yeah.
It's not your look. It's your talent. Yeah. Kevin Hart, talent made him a leading man. By all standards, he's 5'4.5", dark skin. You see what I'm saying? On his best
day.
On his best. Nigga, Kevin Hart's so short, when I stand next to him, I'm like, nigga, you short. And I'm 5'6". You see what I'm saying? That's how little, he's petite. He got petite body, you know? Yeah. But your talent, so I say that for you. I don't know if you already realized that. I don't know if anybody ever told you that, but I'm telling you that your talent is what makes you a leading man. So fuck all the look shit.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm saying. I think they don't know where to place me, but eventually it's just going to be nothing they can do.
Straight up.
I'm going to end up being a part of some project. The project is going to do really well.
Straight up.
And because, they did the same thing with Tiffany. They didn't know where to place her, didn't know what to do with her. They put her in the right circumstance. You go, oh, this girl's box office.
Yep. That's it.
That's what it is. So, I'm just waiting on my moment.
Hey, nah, it's coming, bro. It's definitely coming.